Hello and welcome. It's Eureka from Living an Amazing Life. I think you will find today's episode quite different, where we cover one of the most priceless hacks that we can shift in our mind around goal setting. In the next 20 minutes, we aim to break down the ethical hacks used in the book How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big by Scott Adams. When you look around, most high performers have used this one hack to succeed in their career, business, and health. I hope you can use this same hack in your own life. Now, before we dive in, every episode on Living an Amazing Life aims at breaking down ethical hacks that world-class billionaires, entrepreneurs, scientists, doctors, Olympic athletes use to reach their highest performance. The hacks we cover are practical micro lessons distilled in 20 to 30 minutes that you can copy and implement in your own life. So with that, let's dive into the hacks that Scott Adams implemented in his own life that can help you make that shift mentally and physically. Who's Scott Adams? Scott Adams is the creator of the Dilbert comic strip, which is one of the most popular and well-distributed comic books ever. In his book, How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big, Scott Adams describes a framework. Scott has hacked the steps required to have a winning mindset. So let's dive into these frameworks right away. Have you ever seen people who are half of what you can deliver at work, yet they get promotions, higher salaries, and are even successful in starting their own venture? Or better still, have you watched someone on YouTube with no degrees and knowledge be big and famous and kind of like celebrities? Or maybe you see someone with a lean, well-cut body and yet you struggle to shed that weight and have a toned body. Well, here's a newsflash. The rich and successful people have a different way of thinking, and that is what Scott Adams has hacked and boiled this down into a framework in his book. Hack 1. He discovered that goals are for losers. I know, right? I was like, what is he on about? In my MBA class, I learned all about how to set smart goals or lofty goals. But Scott says if you study the people who are successful, be it in their career, in their business, or while starting their business ventures, most of them follow systems or put in place a system, not a goal. He defines goals as a target that you reach and then be done with it, while systems is what you do on a regular basis with the focus on improving what's not working and keep what is working. Let's look at a few examples of goal setting versus system planning. In the world of diets, the goal could be to lose 20 kgs, while a system planning mindset is setting up a plan of eating right daily. In the exercise world, running a 5K marathon is a goal, while exercising daily is a system. In business, making $1 million is a goal, while being a serial successful entrepreneur is a system. In a career, being a team lead or a manager is a goal. Being a high performer in your industry and having influence in your line of work is a system. Here is how the current goal setting program is bugged in our mind. Goals are self-limiting. They can cause us to miss out on opportunities and results that could have been a better way than the initial goal. Let's take the example. You may be eyeing a specific position that you want to apply for in your current workplace, and you make it a goal to reach that position in, say, 2 years. By making this goal, you miss out on other opportunities that could come your way. It could be investing in a new business idea, or another specific role in a different company, or a trip to travel overseas while having the option to work remotely. Scott mentions that instead of this goal-setting approach focus, try and create a system where it's skill-based stacking. With this approach, you are focused on transferring or learning skills that could help you for future project endeavors. Approach each opportunity by asking yourself one key question. How likely is this going to help me improve my future success? Scott Adam defines a system as something you do on a regular basis with a reasonable expectation that doing so will get you to a better place in your life. So goals are reach it and be done with it, move on to the next goal, which keeps us in a vicious loop. Systems, on the other hand, are repeatable, ongoing strategies. Hack 2. Create repeatable, high-performing, scalable systems. If you are a goal setter, every time you fail at a goal, you reiterate to your mind that you are a loser. System thinkers, on the other hand, follow a system and are not focused about the goal. Rather, they work on improving the system and invest more of their time on what is working. In a system thinker's mind, if a particular process did not work, they do not consider that to be a failure. Rather, they tweak the process for a better, desirable result. And so the cycle they follow is continuous improvement. A system mindset is not revolutionary. I mean, you already are using systems in your daily life. The big takeaway is to use the same approach of creating systems in every area of your life. Now, you may already have a system to wash your clothes, to prepare a specific dish, to get ready for work, to pay your bills, etc. So let's take a simple example that we could follow. Say you want to learn how to get rich. Don't make this a goal that you want to earn, say, 500,000. Instead, look at a system where you can create easy steps with less effort and that is reproducible, where it provides value to the world. This could be investing small amounts, automating some of your finances where you pay yourself first before paying the bills, working on a business idea each day for 2 hours in the morning and 1 hour at night, networking with one influential person a week, financially learning about business models, etc. During this process, don't worry if one thing does not work. Rather, continue trying new ideas until one works. Say your goal is to be fit. Don't make a goal such as lose 10 kgs. Instead, look at creating a system where you exercise regularly while enjoying the process. Eat healthy by indulging in healthy foods. Learn about nutrition and implement it daily. This, over a long term, will become a habit. It will get addicting to eat and exercise regularly, and you will look forward to feeling that way. Now, here are the hacks to create a system that have been distilled into 3 steps. Step 1. What do you want? You must know what you're aiming for. Step 2. What is the price you're willing to pay to achieve this outcome in your life? Step 3. Finally, you have to pay the price. It's not wishful thinking. Scott also mentions that while creating a system, you must not make the process rigid and complicated. Instead, It needs to be a simple system that everyone can follow. You must start the process with a simple system and tweak the system along the way. A classic example that I can share from my own life. I am an introvert and now a learnt extrovert. No one would believe me if I say I'm an introvert. Only the people who are close to me know this as my truth. In a goal mindset, I would tell myself I'm going to be an extrovert by the end of the year and would always fail in the process of reaching this goal. It would be forced and the journey would be setting myself up for failure. Instead, what I did was create a system, a very simple system, where I started by smiling at people when I went shopping. Once I was successful and felt confident on this step, the next step was to say hello. Then, speaking to the person who wished me back. Then, it was to ask the person if they would be keen to catch up for a coffee, and so forth. You get the idea. Now, this has allowed me to put a simple system in place and tweak the system along the way. Today, because of the system, I'm able to run multiple businesses where I get to speak with different personalities every day. If I did not have a system, you probably would not be listening to this podcast. Through these systems, I have heard and had the opportunity to meet some of the world's most successful humans who are high performers and have the possibility to build lasting relationships all around the world. It started with a system, and I hope you too will look at your life as setting up systems instead of one big goal. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then here is what I want you to do. Step 1. Take the next 2 weeks to reflect and find what is it that you really want to achieve. Step 2. Map out a system that you think you can follow along with the price you're willing to make. Step 3. If you feel my team and I can help you, then here are 3 ways we could achieve this. If you need help to create your practical system for success in your existing business, or you're thinking of starting your own business, then we have created a special gift for you. And yes, it's free. All you need to do is visit livinganamazinglife.com and click on resources. You will see it there. If you're a software engineer looking for your next career move in New Zealand, then connect with my team at straightup.net.nz and drop us a line with your LinkedIn profile. We can help you redefine how you market your skills. Finally, if you are thinking of starting your own side hustle where you may have an idea, or maybe you do not have an idea right now, then through Living an Amazing Life, we have a framework called Earn. You will find it in the resource section on livinganamazinglife.com. I hope you have enjoyed this episode and you will hack your way to create your own system so you can design the life that you want. In the next episode, let's together hack Carl Newport's successful principles, where he hacks through how most of the world are into shallow work while billionaires have grasped the concept of deep work. Ciao for now, and let's live an amazing life. Thank you so much.